Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthrough, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is all about building confidence for sure. We're going to talk about the travel agent algorithm. I feel like this is one of the mysteries that all of us are trying to discover. So, we're going to talk about basically breaking it down how the algorithm can actually work for you, okay, and how it works for travel content, what it rewards, what it punishes, and just the simple shifts that you can make so your posts get more reach, more engagement, and more clients. And if you're not, don't worry, I actually have a fix for you as well. So if you're live here, go ahead and drop a quick hello in the chat. I want to say hello to everyone. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you happen to be watching this on a replay, make sure you go ahead and comment #replay so that I know that you stopped by. So, are we pretty excited for tonight? I think this is something that we all need to talk about because the algorithm, no matter what platform you are on, can be very tricky. So I'm very excited to start with this. Now, let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? So most travel agents think that the algorithm hates them. How many of you guys think that the algorithm hates you? Okay, I've thought that before. I've thought it so much to a point where I just was like, I'm not going to even touch that platform. I think we've all probably been there a few times, right? So noting that, let me fix my camera a little bit there. So noting that, we want to go ahead and tell you that the algorithm doesn't actually hate you, okay? It just doesn't know who to show you to yet. Did you guys know that? 90% of the issues with the algorithm isn't anything that you're doing. It just doesn't know who to show you to. So tonight I'm going to teach you the 10 rules that make algorithm work for you and not against you. And I'm going to basically show you what I did, okay? These rules are what flipped my visibility, my inquiries, and eventually it leads to what? Your bookings. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so rule number 1. The algorithm pushes patterns, not posts, okay? If you are somebody who posts something and you expect instant gratification, you are going to be the first person in line to have your feelings hurt. Absolutely. It pushes a pattern. Now, this pattern has to come from several different post types, okay? Your results, they don't come from one viral video. If you are somebody who's like, oh, I went viral one time, you're still not doing it right because you should be going viral more than one time, right? So we have to know that the algorithm is going to push something that it's seen repeatedly and it's going to give it to the people that want to see it repeatedly. So your results come from messages that you repeat, essentially, all right? The algorithm, when you're posting, the first thing it's going to look and see is, who are you? What are you, who do you talk to? Who are you trying to reach? What type of content are you creating consistently, right? If your content is all over the place, which I feel like most of us are, the algorithm is getting confused. Now, of course, if we fix it, which we're going to talk about tonight, if your content is aligned, it pushes you exactly where you want to go. The trick is, of course, is finding what consistently works, right? And we're going to talk about that too. So, speaking of that, your message is your niche, okay? Your niche isn't just cruises. Your niche isn't just Disney. Your real niche is who you help, what you solve, what you teach, your point of view. Remember those POVs, their point of view, your tone, your energy, and your personality. That's all going to help set up what your actual niche is. So let me break it down for you, okay? I generally like to book all inclusives or cruises, right? But that's not really a niche. That's just something I like to book. Do we all have things that we like to book? You can comment them, okay? You have to take that and use what's around you to develop your niche. So I'm going to give you my example. Noting I like to book cruises and all inclusives. What do you think I specialize in other than travel? Being a mom, right? So wouldn't it make sense if I used family travel as my niche, because that's who I would help, that's what I would solve, and I could teach on it because I know about it and show them my point of view, right? That's exactly where I'm trying to get to. Now, do you have to do that? Exactly, no. But you want to find something that's not going to just be like, okay, here's travel. No, this is how I can help you with travel. That's a video. This is how I can solve the issues that you have with travel. Like if we did family travel and one of their issues is traveling with kids and keeping them calm, you can help them solve that. You can teach them hacks and travel tips, right? But it has to go deeper than what you're just booking. And I think a lot of us stop right at the top where, okay, this is what we book. That's great. I'm happy that's what you book. But how can you help your algorithm and your audience know this is exactly what I do? This is who I am. This is my personality, my energy, right? Those elements right there all have to line together when you're making your post. Every one of your posts should show some type of part of this message, which one you want to choose, okay? Basically, what I'm trying to get to is a clear message is going to give them a clear audience. A clear audience is going to equal to where the algorithm goes, oh, I know who you're trying to talk to. Hold on, let me get you over to these people. That's exactly what that algorithm's trying to do. But if I posted one thing about point of view, okay, here's just some random all-inclusive, and then the next post that I'm doing is point of view, here's me on a cruise, okay? Are they gonna know what that is? Absolutely not. They're not gonna know what that is. So it's our goal to kind of put it all together. Yes, we can still post all-inclusives and cruises if we wanted to, but we needed to have some kind of niche basing to it on why I'm posting that. Who am I trying to talk to when I post that all-inclusive? It can't be for everybody, right? So we need to kind of narrow it down to what exactly message we're trying to convey. Number 3, this is a big one. And this is the hardest one. This one right here is the hardest part. I'm going to tell you a way to get around it, but rule number 3 is consistency beats creativity every single time. That is so true. You could post the most simple content out there and be consistent with it, and you could still develop your algorithm. It doesn't have to be hard. You could just wake up every day and post 2 travel hacks for cruises that fit your niche, whatever, right? Like, post the same things over and over if you want to. I don't care. You don't have to be too creative, too detailed about it. Don't spend way too much time on it. That's not what I'm trying to say, okay? What I want you to do is show up every single day. So stop trying to reinvent the wheel. You don't need the best ideas. We have ChatGPT for that. You need repeatable content so the algorithm can learn who you are. Show up daily or near daily. I like to do every single day. So I'm doing 2 things right now, okay? 1, I'm getting rid of my Travel with Ash TikTok because I broke it. You can break your algorithm and you can fix it, but it's a lot of work, okay? I had to completely shift my algorithm. I posted way too many different things, and that's fine because I've had my TikTok for 3 years. I've went viral on it. I get bookings from it. I still go viral on it. Even if I don't touch it, it still gets views and clicks, and it's got messages that are requested. Like, it's done everything it's supposed to do. But now I've tapped into the algorithm so far that, like, it doesn't know what to do with me anymore. It's like, okay, do you want to talk about this, or do you want to talk about team building, or are you trying to push this? Like, it doesn't know what to do with me. So now I'm going to show you guys at the end how to fix it. But now that's what I'm doing. I'm backtracking and I'm fixing it. Now, that's not the only thing I'm doing with TikTok. I went ahead and made another TikTok, and I'm starting fresh with that one. That one I've been posting every single day. So that one, it does pretty well, okay? But it's going to be slow because I just started it, right? The most important thing that I want to do is just show up consistently. If I consistently just tell it the same thing every day, I'm posting something, right? Then it's going to go, okay, she's working. She's posting again. Okay, now we know who to talk to, right? So, how can we show up daily? We can show up with our faces, with our voices, with our story, our process, or our tips. These things are probably the easiest to do, okay? That algorithm, it rewards that constant creator. It doesn't reward the perfect one. Now, we're going to get into the video types and what works and what doesn't work, but what I'm trying to get to is just show up. The best way for you to be able to show up is to plan it. Before I go to bed every night, I make sure everything is aligned in order, okay? But I always teach you guys to batch content, and I do that. I try to grab a couple of clips of wherever I'm at, and then I put it all together, and then I try to post. So one TikTok I'm trying, I'm teaching this to you guys, but I'm also trying it because this is the best way I could teach it is for me to experience it myself. So I have a total of 5 TikTok accounts, okay? That's a lot, right? One I do, no, you don't have to do this, okay? But this is the only way I could teach it to you guys is I'm testing several different things on one platform so I can tell you what actually works. So I have my old Travel with Ash one. We're revamping that one. We're gonna take down all the old stuff and I'm gonna revamp it. I'm gonna redo it all together. That way I can fix the algorithm, okay? Then I have my secret account. That's just like a lyric video one. Y'all aren't gonna ever see that one. But that one actually goes viral all the time. Every time I post on that account, it goes viral. So that's my viral account. Then I have Ash Knows Travel. Let me explain something to you. Ash Knows Travel is so niche down that it won't do good. It won't. Unless I just happen to hit every single travel agent in the world, then fine. But it's very niche. So I acknowledge that one's going to stay where it's at, right? Then we have, what else? I have my 4th one, which is team building. And then the 5th one I have is just an extra account, okay? My 4th one that I have is that for team building. I've started that one, but it's a work in progress. The idea is to show up on these platforms every single day, right? But you can see that I'm breaking them down by niche. I acknowledge that Ash Knows Travel can't exist on Travel with Ash. There's just no way, right? Imagine me trying to go on a platform. Like, this is what you guys do. This is what it is. You guys go to a platform and then let's just say I did this. All right, here's my travel content. All right, book a cruise. Great. Okay, just kidding. Now I'm team building. Come be a travel agent. Okay, just kidding. Now I'm training. Come to my trainings. TikTok's going to be like, who do you want to talk to, lady? Who are you trying to show? Okay, that's why I have different TikToks. The only way I know I can go viral and I can actually monetize these is if I push the same content over and over and over, right? So I'm trying to align it. Now, do you have to do all that? No, but I'm not gatekeeping anymore. I'm done with the gatekeeping. That's exactly what I'm doing. And if it works, you guys can come along the ride. If it doesn't, then I'm going to try something different, right? But the best way for me to figure out the algorithm is to sit down and go, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to post on this platform, and then set it out. That consistency of just showing up is what I'm trying to get to. Not being perfect, not having the best video. That's how we get out there. That's how we get to the algorithm, okay? So, continuing. Number 4, the first 3 seconds decide everything. Absolutely. Except on YouTube. YouTube, that is not the case. I can tell you for a fact, sometimes my YouTube shorts, they take a few days to kind of get views on them. But TikTok, TikTok for sure, if they push it to a certain amount of people right off the get-go, okay? And most of what I'm really talking about, the algorithm ones, is going to be TikTok tonight because they have the hardest algorithm, I feel like. But we'll talk about Facebook and everything else too, okay? But the first 3 seconds decide everything when it comes to posting a video, even if it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I feel like the first 3 seconds is if they're going to stay in that reel, right? So viewers, if they drop fast in the first 3 seconds, you're going to see it. It says click-through rate. If they don't stay, your video basically dies within the algorithm. If they're staying past the first 3 seconds, if they engage with it, if they comment, if not even if they like, the likes don't really matter. It's more of the engagement, the comments, the sharing. That part is what's going to keep it, right? Keep it in the algorithm. But that first 3 seconds is the part that makes them decide if I want to stay or not. So If you are having an issue with people actually engaging with you, if they're not staying, if your click-through rate is high, it's your hook. Automatically, it is your hook. You have to fix the hook. Your hook is not pulling people in. If you fix your hook, that's how you fix the reach. If you get the right amount of people pulled in and it's showing it to the same people and they're still all being pulled in, it's going to show you to more people, which is going to build your algorithm. Okay. So to give you guys some ideas of high converting hooks for agents to use, travel agents, this is going to be for me. Dang it. Travel agents, stop doing this. Ignore that first one. This one's mine because, listen, even ChatGPT gets confused because I talk about Ash Knows Travel and Travel with Ash. It confuses them together. So ignore that one. All right. But the second one, before you book your next trip, listen to this. Absolutely. Especially if you're doing cruises or something. Before you go on your first cruise, before you go on your first all-inclusive, before you book your first resort, listen to this. Authority automatically wins on TikTok because people are going on there to learn, surprisingly. Next one. This is why your vacations cost more. Absolutely. Then we can show them how we save them money. Perfect. Most people don't know this travel hack, but blah, blah, blah. Okay. Another thing that's going to be really like eye-catching is any kind of like, let's see, it's not, I don't want to say controversial, but something that's related to that travel industry that still brings in your niche, right? Like, I'm going to give you an example. Let's see. A lot of people don't know this, but you should be doing blah, 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 right? This is going to probably make people mad, but I think blah, 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 right? Like something that's kind of, I want to say, I don't want to say rage baiting, but rage baiting gets you paid. I hate to say it. Like, how many of you guys can agree? How many times have you read something all the way down and you were mad about it and then only to find out that it was rage bait? Do you know what rage bait is? It's basically like where people go and they try to make up stories or like, not make up stories, but like they're trying to purposely get engagement out of you. So they're posting something crazy, okay? Those videos do great. Why? Because it has a hook that pulls you in. So I don't want you to go out there rage baiting people, but I want you to grab something that automatically goes, oh, wait, what? Like, I need to listen to this, okay? If you don't have that hook, you can't keep them on the video and it's not going to push you, basically. If you develop a good hook and they go, oh, wait, I got to watch this, right? Then you get that value in the middle of it with a call to action, it's going to push people out automatically right there. As soon as they're starting engaging, if you tell them, like this video, follow, like as soon as they start doing that, it's going to help bring out who is going to be a part of your algorithm. Okay. Number 5, if your audience doesn't engage, it's not the algorithm. So many agents tell me this. Well, I'm posting things, but nobody's reacting to them. Nobody's commenting on them. It's not the algorithm. It has nothing to do with the algorithm. It's because the content that you are posting is not connecting with the audience that you are trying to serve. People engage when they feel things, when they learn things, when they are relatable, when they laugh, or when they recognize themselves through a post. I'm going to give you an example. I told you guys about my TikTok, the little secret account I have that's a lyric video, okay? And it just makes lyric videos over and over because I learned how to monetize a platform. So guess what? I decided I'm going to monetize any kind of platform that I want with any kind of content that I want. And I'm going to show you guys, you could really do this with anything. It didn't even have to be travel. You could just be a lyric video. But the thing about the lyric videos, the why they get so much engagement and why they get so many views is because people can feel them. And they're hilarious too. I'm really good at making them. It's just some CapCut and some words on top of a screen. But because people feel that, because people can relate to the lyrics, because they can laugh about it, or they can even recognize themselves in it, it makes them want to share it, right? So what could you do in a travel agent perspective that would work for you when it comes to this? If I feel like I'm being seen, or if I feel like I'm being heard on a travel post, right? If I'm connecting with my audience and going, hey guys, before you take your next cruise, make sure you watch this, right? I'm teaching something, but I'm making them feel like, oh yeah, you're right. I need to watch this. This is important, right? That's connection. If I'm, talking about, let's just say we did family travel, for example, and we're like, oh, are you traveling with kids and you're really struggling? Watch this video to learn more about blah, 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 right? That person automatically goes, oh my God, yes, I'm traveling with kids. I am struggling. You're right. What do you have to say? Okay. You need to pull on the people that you want to see your content. Not everybody is supposed to see your content. It doesn't work that way because we're travel based. We acknowledge that, right? So we need to develop what audience we want to see our content. If I was doing family travel and then I was like, oh, yeah, guys, we got a senior citizen deal going on this cruise line here. Is that going to work for my algorithm? No. It's going to be like, okay, we don't care about seniors. We're talking about family travel here, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Make sure that your content is giving them something to feel, to learn, to relate. If it's just content about yourself and you're just talking, that doesn't do anything for your audience. Every time you're posting, it needs to serve your audience some type of way. If it's a TikTok account and you're just going on there talking about, I don't know, basketball, and then next post you're talking about travel, it's not going to know what to do with you. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about too on the right hand side, I know you guys see this. This right here is one of the most important parts. You guys, a lot of the time, start your videos and you just inform people of things. We can't just inform them of things, okay? We have to first connect with them. So we need to use a hook to connect them, pull them in. Then we develop and kind of bring out the education. And then we close it with a call to action to make sure they see us again. You can't just hit them with knowledge right away. You have to pull in a hook. So if I'm teaching about, let's just say, things that you should be doing at all-inclusive resorts, okay? I have to find a hook to pull them in with that. And of course, please ask ChatGPT. Don't come off with this with the top of your head, okay? But if I saw this and I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing, what would be something that you would want to say to somebody who wants to book an all-inclusive in a post? Okay, let's just say like this. Don't make these mistakes next time you're going to an all-inclusive. Okay, if I saw that, what am I going to do? Oh, I don't want to make mistakes at an all-inclusive, right? Okay, if I put that in a family travel perspective, don't make these mistakes when you're traveling with your family to blah, 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 right? That is what I'm trying to say. You guys are missing that first part. So people are just scrolling. And I've seen a lot of you, because with Ash Knows Travel, on that TikTok, all I follow is travel agents. So I can see all of your content, okay? A lot of you are very comfortable in front of the camera, and that's great, but you're awkward. I love you guys, but some of you guys are awkward, okay? And it's awkward because you're not comfortable with it. You have to be, because imagine me when I first started. Like, I was so awkward in front of the camera. I can only imagine, right? But I'm so used to talking about it. It's kind of the kind of thing now that I could just really talk about anything on camera, right? You guys have to get comfortable about your niche and about how you feel when it comes talking to it. It needs to come off as, I'm informing you, but I'm connecting with you before I educate you. All right. Number 6, stop creating content for other travel agents. Let me tell you, I'm going to explain this one because this sounds a little confusing, but you guys, if you keep pushing your content to other agents, it's going to only pick up agents. And this is one of the hardest things that I've had to kind of go through with Travel with Ash, is that I kept engaging with other travel agents on there, and it kept aggravating my algorithm because it kept just pushing it to them. So unless you're building a team, your content should not be attracting agents. So let me explain. If you want to do team building, then it needs to be a completely separate post than to whatever you're going to do when it comes to travel. Let me give you details, okay? How do I say this? If I make a post and it's about, I don't know, let's just say all-inclusives. That's really what I'm going for tonight, right? If I make a post about all-inclusives, I can't include team building inside that post because that confuses the algorithm. If I made a just strictly travel all-inclusive post, and then the next one, you have to find a way to connect these two if you're going to do team building. Hear me out. You could still do it about all-inclusives, but you have to take that same all-inclusive, because it's niche-based, traveling with family, and you're going to this all-inclusive. Let me teach you a little hack about becoming blah, 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 so you can save money next time you're booking. Still niche-based, but it's not like you're coming out there and going, all right, guys, this is why you should become a travel agent. It's not going to work. Your content has to be, I'm going to give you a prime example. Chris Trulio is probably one of the best people that you can learn this from. And I've learned this from her, and this is why I'm able to even talk about it. She doesn't go out there and say, all right, come be a travel agent. No, her niche is Disney, right? But she speaks through it. She doesn't just show Disney. She shows how she loves Disney, how she books Disney, And that's what attracting people. It still brings on agents because she's showing the agents going, oh, you booked Disney? You could do this with it, right? You could save money with it, but it still all ties together. If you go out there and just start making random travel agent posts while you're sitting here making travel content, you're confusing your algorithm, okay? So this happens a lot to us. And I'm not saying, I don't want you guys to take this and be like, oh, let me stop engaging with other agents. It's not the same thing. It's what you're posting is what's creating the problem, not who you engage with. It's not going to affect you as much. Should you be engaging with resorts more? Should you be engaging with other brands more? Yes. Okay. Don't go out there and obviously just follow only travel agents only. No. But what I'm trying to get to is that making sure your content that you're making is not for other agents and making sure it's actually for the people that we want to hit. Okay. Most agents accidentally train their algorithm to show them to agents because they post agent memes. How many of you guys have ever posted? I've done this before. How many of you guys ever posted what it's like to book with a travel agent, right? But then it's like a meme and it shows like we're frustrated or something like that. And it's like when we handle the trip for everyone or something like this is where I'm trying to get at, right? Any type of agent memes, that doesn't work in the algorithm. They don't understand it. And I've had to learn this the hard way. Behind the scenes agent talk. This only works when it's actually showing them the process of booking the travel. If it's any other thing than that, they don't understand it. Host agency content. It doesn't work. Even on my Ash Knows Travel platform where I share just travel content, I still cannot post host agency content or how to become an agent. It flops every single time. Why? Because my algorithm's going, you were just talking about trainings and now you want to talk about how to become a travel agent? Like, make up your mind, lady, right? If you want clients, talk to travelers. Only straight to travelers. And I would even address it that way. Hey, travelers. Hey, fam. It's your favorite travel agent. I came up with that one. Anybody who takes it, no, just kidding. Everybody uses that now. Back in the day, I started that. Your fave travel trainer or your fave travel agent is what I used to call mine on Travel with Ash. And then I switched it to your fave travel trainer. But you want to start out that way. Even if you start out with the hook with your voices, okay? I'm going to recommend this because this is what I did. And this is how I went viral repeatedly. I would start with, hey guys, it's Ash, your favorite travel agent, blah, 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 right? That works great. But you can't do that on every single post. A lot of the posts, you have to have weird hooks like the things you should know before you take your next cruise. It's that kind of hook that's going to pull people. But every once in a while, you can introduce yourself, okay? But what I'm trying to get to is if you want agents, okay, you have to create separate agent content, but still kind of incorporate your niche in there, okay? It can't be an all fit one platform. So I would just talk to two different, I would just try to figure out how you can either balance it or just be careful when you're posting it. If you post travel agent content on your travel profile, it's not going to do as well. You can still do it, but just know it's creating two audiences, which is going to equal two algorithms. So it's going to pull you between those two, okay? The algorithm reflects, here's number 7. Oof. Before I even read it, hold on, let me get some coffee. This one's deep. The algorithm reflects what you consume, okay? Your For You page equals your behavior mirror. Now, if you binge watch agents, agent memes, agent tips content, or industry drama, that's who your content is going to show to. Whatever, this is why I have so many TikTok accounts. That's probably why for me, because I find myself always looking at stuff that I'm not supposed to, and it affects my algorithm. Okay. So if you want to fix this, if you have this problem, start consuming resorts, destinations, whatever your niche is, family travel, honeymoon inspo, cruise bloggers, vacation hacks, traveler problems. Okay. That algorithm is going to pick up when you start engaging with that. And it's going to actually play in your favor. Now, I'm going to give you a prime example of why this works well. So what I did on this part was I actually started following the travel agents who talk about, let's just say, if there's creators out there who talk about cruises a lot and you're a cruise niche, follow those people. Go follow them. Because when you start engaging with them, guess what? It pulls up to them too. It's carrying all over. That's fine. right? If you got those top creators out there, sure, follow them. It's not going to hurt you at all. I'm going to give you an example. The other day I was on some random lady's live and I started engaging with her. And I followed her and I engaged with her. And guess what? Now all her people are coming over to mine, right? So careful who you do that with. But the algorithm, okay, if you just start consuming nothing but travel agent content on your For You page, and you'll see it, the algorithm then thinks, okay, you're an agent creator, so you want to talk to other agents, right? Then it's going to push you to agents, which normally are already agents. So it's not going to even be really good for team building. So what I would suggest doing, okay, if you have to have your personal account, that's what my secret account for. That's my personal account. I watch whatever I want on that one, okay? It goes fine. It goes viral because a lyric video can really go to anybody. But on your travel pages, okay, start consuming those resorts, those destinations that interest you, the family travel that you're inspired by, whatever that is. And then you're going to see it kind of come back to you because it's going to start pushing that out as well. Okay. And that works also on Facebook, that works on Instagram, that works on TikTok. They all work the same way. Whatever you engage with is what is going to come back to you. That's it. Number 8, post like a human, not a brochure. Brochures don't convert, humans convert. So when you're posting, make sure you show your personality, your humor, your behind the scenes of what it's like to book with you, maybe your real life, your thoughts, your face, all right? People follow you and people will book with you. And I think a lot of us forget that part of being a travel agent. It's not always about getting the best deal. It's not always about, showing the best prices or whatever. It doesn't work that way because people don't book with us for prices and deals. They book with us because they want us to take care of it, right? So we need to show them our personality. Maybe if we're funny, we need to show them how we work. We need to show them, some real life content. And it doesn't have to be like real. I'm not saying I'm not going to go out here and post all my kids and be like, all right, family travel, here we are, right? But you guys can still use B-roll in your everyday life. B-roll is where we don't show faces, okay? But you guys can use B-roll of your everyday life to still be able to incorporate this, right? You see how this guy's like at his desk with his coffee or whatever? That can still be considered content. That's a real life thing, right? Your thoughts, your face, those types of things are what's going to help align your algorithm because they're going to be used to seeing you and you're going to be posting the same content, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something that will break your algorithm automatically. Promoting a video. If you ever promote on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, it automatically disrupts your algorithm and then you have to start all over. Learn the hard way. I promoted a video on Travel with Ash. Oh man, you could actually see it on my TikTok. I'm kind of putting a lot of the old videos private, but what happened is I was getting like 500 plus views on all of my videos, right? And I was getting engagement. I was doing everything. And then I posted a team building video and it didn't do very well. So then I promoted it. It was like $10. I was like, sure, promote it. I don't care. It messed up everything so badly that it put me in like a 200 view only. And it takes months to get out of there. Okay. So don't promote videos. I know it looks like, oh my God, if I promote this, it's going to be quicker. I'm going to get views. Yes, you're right. You are going to be quicker. You are going to get views, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. Not from your algorithm. You're not going to get any views. I don't know why my camera's so far away today, guys. You're not going to get any views from the right people. That's the problem. You're going to get views. Yeah, they're just going to push it to whoever. They don't care. You're going to get promoted, right? But it's not going to be to your people. So it's not going to actually have any benefit to you at all. Okay. Number 9, also, do not expect every video to win. I had to learn that the hard way. Actually, I feel like they do better when I don't even pay attention to them. And sometimes you will post a video and it won't do great at first. And then like next, I don't know, day, it'll start spiking and it will go up. Like you don't know what's going to happen with that content. So just post everything with a purpose and let that purpose speak for itself. Don't worry about if it's going to go viral. Don't worry about what's the latest trend. Just post what's based off of your niche and how you can serve your audience. Okay. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts that agents really need. If we go out there and we just believe that everything that we post is supposed to work, it's going to really kind of break your heart. I'm going to be honest with you. So stop promoting, stop boosting, Stop expecting instant results. It's the pattern what's building the algorithm, not just a post, okay? And not every video is meant to perform. Not every video is meant to go viral. And not every video needs to be what we call a hit. It's still educating people. People are still going to see it. People are still engaging with it. It's still a good post, okay? Here's the truth. Every video has a job, and the job is not always going viral. So teach the algorithm. This is the types of things that your video can do. Teaching the algorithm, growing your audience, attracting ideal clients, building trust, converting, defining your content niche. Sometimes it does that. Expanding your reach, targeting specific leads. Like, it all has different purposes when it comes to a post, okay? And a lot of the times we are running into this part where we go and then we're posting and we're expecting it to work, but we're not even realizing that it's actually working. Every time that you're posting, you're building authority, you're building content, you're building something that people can attach themselves to. So it might be hitting those people that you think it's not, but those people are at different buyer stages, right? I talk about buyer stages a lot because you guys have to understand. I've always been told that on average, people have to see you 8 times before they even book with you, okay? And we can hit those 8 times pretty quickly. But the thing is that you're expecting it off of the first post, and then you're getting upset because it's not working. It's not that it's not working. You're just not building enough trust with them. You're not connecting enough with them. And these fixes should help with this. Yes? All right. So promoting everything ruins your natural reach because it's pushing to whoever. It tells the algorithm, only show me to people that I pay for. Did you know that? I didn't know that at first. When I first started my accounts, I used to boost them all the time, and it really messed me up. Do not recommend it, okay? Consistency over time will always beat the promotion. From that one post you get, it's not going to help you. It's not going to build that algorithm. It's just going to show you to random people. All right, number 10, the last one, okay? Your algorithm will completely transform in 30 days if you do this. I'm not going to sit here and just tell you all the bad things. I'm going to tell you how to fix it, okay? Listen, it's very simple to fix an algorithm, but it takes a few days to reset. And I'm telling you, I put 30 days because I don't want you guys to go out there and just like do it all at once and then overwhelm yourselves. But if you are having a problem, especially on TikTok, okay, if you're having a problem where you're not getting past 200 views, you have to fix it. You're in 200 view jail is what they call it. And you have to go in there and actually sit down and post consistently and wait for it to fix. It will fix. It will. I've seen it fix. I've done it several times, but it's a pain to fix it, okay? Now, when it comes to Facebook, you have to build your reach naturally. That is something that's going to happen more so when you're using the platform. If you use your platform like it's yourself, you're going to have better reach for algorithm because it's used to you posting, okay? You have to actually engage with Facebook and TikTok to get it to work. Instagram, you want to show up as much as you can on that For You page. So you want to engage with other followers. Instagram is really big about other creators engaging together. And that's how it's going to pull your For You page. So if you're constantly engaging with people who are trying to look for travel pages, the resort pages, if you're engaging with those, it's going to naturally pull you to those people too. A lot of the algorithm is based off of engagement and posts. It's not just a one fit all, okay? But your algorithm will completely transform in 30 days if you do this. Here we are. All right, number 1, posting daily. Simple content is fine. It doesn't have to be super big and super thought of. It can just be something simple, and it has to be consistent. So whatever you're going to talk about the same thing for 30 days, okay? Stick to one message, talk to one audience, okay? We don't have to talk to everybody. We're just talking to who we're trying to get us to book with. Engage with content within your niche. So if you see things with family travel and that's who you're talking about, then you need to engage with it, right? Now, number 5 says show your face three times plus a week. Yes, but no, because I actually go viral all the time on my own platform without showing my face. So I feel like this one's like a hit or miss, but we want to have the ability to connect with you. We can't connect with you if we don't see your face. So I do recommend showing your face, but At the same time, there's other ways to connect. So if you're not comfortable with that yet, don't force yourself to do it because it will just come out awkward. I already know. I see it all the time. Get comfortable with showing your face. Even if it's just a voiceover at first, that voice is still better of a connection than just, some music, right? So get comfortable with yourself with doing that. Use strong hooks, add personality, not just info. Stop promoting everything and don't judge your content too early. Yes. Oh man. I'm telling you, last night I posted a video. It wasn't last night, it was in the afternoon. It didn't do well. It had like 244 views and something. It had no engagement. And I was like, okay, that was a flop. I woke up this morning and it had over 800 views. That's not true. It just took time to reach the platform. That was it. Okay. Lastly, number 10, that leaves me with that one. Keep going even when your views dip. That doesn't mean it's not working. Not every video is meant to go viral. Not every video is meant to go views. Just keep going. It's okay. Your next post is waiting. And I promise you, I have seen more content go viral that was just crappy, regular content goes viral than something you've spent over 2 hours on. So just keep posting, okay? This way, with you showing up every day, your algorithm will reset. Your audience will shift because it's seeing the same thing, right? Your visibility will therefore increase, which brings in the engagement, which means your bookings will follow. I posted about Royal Caribbean consistently for a whole entire month, and it landed me a group cruise. I don't know why. That's just something I just really liked Royal Caribbean. I just kept pushing it. And then I go, oh, that's why I got that booking. I even asked her, I said, how'd you find me? And she was like, TikTok. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh my God, yeah. I kept posting those flyers. You remember those mock booking flyers? I make them all the time in Canva. I kept posting one. I was just posting it randomly. And then I was posting a little bit things about cruises. Then I was coming back over and talking more about it. Like I just kept talking about the same thing over and over. Did it hit at first? No. The first few videos flopped. You guys are just being so like so deep inside this, but it doesn't have to be that deep. What go on TikTok and see what's getting the most views. It's people just being themselves. It's people just showing random videos, but like it's the same message that they're constantly doing because that's all they know how to do. The problem with us is that the travel agent industry is so huge that we don't know where to start with it, right? You just have to niche down. You need to niche down, you need to be consistent, stick to one message, try to hit that one audience, and that is how you fix your algorithm. It's not something that's simple, but it is something that can be done once you start posting consistently. Now, I'm going to tell you, you might not be at this page where you want to fix it. Okay, you might be at the stage where I'm just posting and it's not getting a lot of views. It's because the posts aren't connecting. You need to fix the post. There's something wrong with the post. I can tell you. Listen, I'm very good at this. Just ask me. I can tell you, okay? But you guys have the ability to get well on these platforms. You don't have to give up on them. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of a break, right? But what I'm trying to get to is that don't stop posting because it doesn't work, okay? That change, it takes time. That buildup takes time. You just have to be consistent with that platform, all right? Now, the closing that I want to leave you with is that the algorithm is not your enemy. Use it as a tool. It's a tool. If you're not getting the right people, then you know, okay, my algorithm's broken. I need to fix it, right? You can control who sees you, your audience, your reach, and your bookings once you understand how it works. I think I've broken it down for you. I think you understand. Do we all understand how the algorithm works? If we have an issue with nobody seeing us, then we know that the content's not working, so we need to fix it. It's not the algorithm that's the issue, it's the content that's the issue, so we need to take a look at that, right? The rules, what I'm trying to get to is that stay the same. It's that consistency because, okay, let's just say you post something and it didn't work. Are you going to do that again? No, you're going to fix it a little bit on your next post and then on your next post and your next post. That's what I'm getting to, okay? That consistency of you constantly showing up and making little different different tricks and stuff to each video, right? That is what's going to make it work. That's what fixes that algorithm, okay? So I don't want to go too deep tonight because this I feel like is a lot in itself. I don't have packets or anything like that because I feel like this is something that you guys have to do on your own. I just want you guys to understand what an algorithm actually is before you go out there and start posting, because then you're going to go, oh, okay, that's why it's not working, right? I literally took a look at my Travel with Ash page and I said, well, no wonder they don't know what to do with me. Look what I'm doing. This is not working because it's too much. The algorithm doesn't know what to do. So I'll tell you what I am doing to fix that is I'm putting them on private. I don't ever want to delete videos because we can just make it to private. I have a whole set of private videos. I think I've been posting on that TikTok account for 3 years. So I've had to hide a lot of my videos. And now that I have them all hidden, I'm going to start reposting and I'm going to build it and I'm going to fix it. All right. So you guys can follow me on there and watch that as it goes. But before we hop off, I just want to show you guys what's going on next week because next week is actually going to be crazy. You're really going to like next week. And if you haven't already, make sure you share this video, like this video, show it some love, okay? But next week on Tuesday, we're going to talk about monetization. I am monetized on Instagram, monetized on Facebook, and I'm monetized on YouTube. I have been monetized on TikTok in the past, but I don't use that account anymore. So not really doesn't TikTok monetization doesn't pay that much. I'm going to tell you where to go, how to get paid. I'm going to talk about how I built the multiple income streams with travel. Okay. And then as well, on Wednesday, I'm going to meet with Miss Courtney Palladino. I'm excited about that. And then even on Thursday, we're going to talk about 5 monetizable topics every travel advisor should post about so you guys can start getting monetized on your platforms. How do we like that? You excited? Yeah? All right. So make sure you guys, of course, hop on to Tuesday so you guys can learn more about monetization. So you're not just posting for fun anymore. We want to get paid for it, right? So now I'm going to head over to my studio. So if you guys have any questions, I will meet you over there and I will answer them. But if not, I will see you guys, of course, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. We're going to talk about monetization. All right. So I'll see you in the studio. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason.
What time do you guys answer it in the chat for me? What time do you guys check your stories, your Facebook, your Instagrams? Like, what times do you guys typically do this? Like, can we all agree that when we wake up in the morning, what do? We check our phones. When we go on lunch or we take breaks during lunch, what do? We check our phones. And then after we get the kids to bed or we're chilling and we're done working, what do? We check our phones. Do you see how I do that? Okay. Now, this one is also really great because it's going to carry you all the way back up to here. So you're posting again. So if I scheduled 3 posts a day, just like this, do you see the flow that kind of continues out? Okay. Now,